Hey everyone. Lizzie's first time helping out, so don't worry about it. So yeah, you can move yourself from the stage, Lizzie, and then turn off the music. Awesome. All right. Sorry about that, guys. But we will get into it in a second. Yay. Okay, welcome in everybody. GM Dane in the server. Welcome to Fireside, everybody. This is our weekly event where we talk about all the major things happening in the ecosystem. So welcome in, get comfy, and we'll get into it. Next slide, please. All right, so for those who are on Twitter, feel free to scan this QR code and join our Discord. That is where everything happens in our ecosystem. So if you want to jump in, anything that interests you today, scan that QR code and you can jump in and connect with everybody you saw today. Next slide. All right, and the builders can now sign up for the Daydream API. For those who don't know, Livepeer Inc. is running is building real-time video AI, and this is the way where you can sign up to build your dream app or whatever project you're thinking about that uses real-time video AI, and Daydream API can help you do that. So if you're interested in the Daydream API, scan this and you can get started. There's also a community. And of course, when you scan this, you can join the community from that website. Next slide. All right. So we have a few folks presenting today. We have a new foundation member who will be introducing herself. We also have a quick update from Rich at the foundation. And then we have an update from Define on Embody. And finally, we have the Lizar SP proposal update from Winner. So we will get right into Lizzie, welcome up. Hi. You're muted still. You're good.
Hello. Oh, it wouldn't be a technical video without a little bit of technical difficulties, but we've got it. So, hi everyone. My name is Lizzie. I'm going to be joining the foundation as a marketing manager. I'm very excited to kind of dive deep into all things Livepeer and represent that through socials. So, very excited. I guess a little bit about my background. You might have seen this face. I used to work at OpenSea. If you're into NFTs, I would love to chit chat about it because that's my thing. I worked there for a bit during the Money Gun era, 2020, and I deep dived a little bit into the infra side. So worked at a layer 2 blockchain called Lisk, diving into all things DePIN, RWA, stablecoins, fun stuff. So if you want to nerd out, I'm definitely down for that. And I will be all over the place on Discord and socials. So yeah, if you see my name pop up and I'm just asking you random questions, don't talk to me. Let's have some fun. That's just a little and a lot about me. And yeah, thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lizzie. Welcome to the Livepeer Foundation team. Super excited to have you. And I know that a lot of people in the community are going to be excited. We have a dedicated marketing person to push all those tweets out, start the top of funnel content generation. And of course, you're super qualified to do it. So excited to have you on the team. All right. Next slide, please. So we'll hear quickly from Rich. Welcome up, Rich.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Fantastic that we have Lizzie joining. Lizzie's been here for the last 10 days or so, already in at the deep end, taking over Livepeer project marketing. Also, a big shout out to everyone, the whole marketing team within Livepeer Inc. that has been running a really tight ship over the last years, and super excited to get creative with new content now that marketing is transitioning over to the Livepeer Foundation. I don't want to speak for long, also because I've taken up a lot of space over the last couple of firesides. we will be having an exciting announcement next week, which goes into a bit more about the surge strategy for how we want to really enact the major part of the ecosystem growth element. What I can say now is that we have 4 days left on our proposal that we put forward, the transformation SPE. There's also another proposal that is live currently from Lisa Labs. So please do next slide. I think this is I only have one slide, which is please go and vote. So I'm just asking for everyone from orchestrator or token holder to go forward and cast votes on both proposals. It's really important that we do as an ecosystem regularly get to quorum, and whether that you vote for the transformation SP, against, or abstain, please do just make sure you go and vote, as a lot of work does go into our proposal, but also obviously Lisa Labs' proposal as well, which is currently live. We have a huge amount of exciting stuff to happen over the next 4 months. We're already shifting into execution mode and got some really exciting plans across the board. So yeah, just looking to get this final proposal over the line. And that's pretty much it from me today. And did I miss anything to add?
No, that's perfect. Thank you so much, Rich. And again, like Rich said, please vote. I'll also be posting an announcement later today or early tomorrow, depending on just some things that got to get done. But if you missed it here, we'll be pushing that announcement out in the server, so then you can get another chance to vote. Also, not only is this one open, but the Lives Are one is open too. And we're going to have Winner talking about some potential changes based on the feedback you got. Thank you again, Rich. Next slide. All right, welcome up, Define, and super excited to hear about the Embody network. Welcome.
Hello guys, so I'm very happy today to announce the release of the embodied jobs, which were in closed alpha for a couple of months. They were running for about 3 weeks in total, and they're still running for Windows orchestrators. So now the embodied jobs are open to all orchestrators, and they invite all orchestrators to participate. So I will briefly explain what this job is actually, and what you will be doing as an orchestrator. So when you're doing the embodied job, you're actually running full-time the embodied agent, so an agent with an avatar who can stream and make its own income. So each of the agents we have on development will have their own tweets, YouTube, and YouTube accounts and streaming keys, and they will be able to operate in 24 activities, so we can get P&L data about what people like and what we can do. So we will pay the orchestrators for hosting those 24/7, and there is one payment call per minute, and we will explain everything on the Friday launch, but I want to speak next about the onboarding paths, because we will have 2 onboarding paths. Next slide, please. So the main onboarding path is the regular onboarding path with BYOC. You will be able to run everything in your own system. And a differentiation with general bring your container jobs is that you will need to run the Unreal Engine game on the host, and everything else containerized by running our Docker Compose. And this is the main difference. It's pretty safe to run the game. We just need it as the avatar component, which from all our efforts so far, both in the body and the agent SPT. We haven't been able to containerize it. We think that it's something with Unreal Engine for 5.5, and we're looking to fix it. But right now we can only run the host. So if you select to go in this path, you will be able to receive the full incentives of 0.159 ETH per week per orchestrator. And as we said, there is one payment call per minute. This payment call will verify that all the services, including the game services and other container services, are running properly. And then if they're not running properly, the next call will be delayed. But if it's operational for all time and you don't have internet disruptions or your server suddenly turns off, you will be able to receive the full payment amount. Even if you have some disturbances, there is even a time where all the penalties that they have accrued, I think it's 20 minutes or 10 minutes, we can change it, they will be written off and you will be starting with new jobs from a clean slate. So this is the main onboarding path, and this is what I think most orchestrators are familiar with. But we have also a second onboarding path, and I will explain how it will work and why it's needed. So we will give orchestrators who are not able to run GPUs into the system. Maybe they're not used to doing the onboard jobs. They're mostly are orchestrators and looking for the default Livepeer incentives with the token accruals. And we want to also enable those people to run their agents. And the reason that we want to do this is because we're looking at tokenization of the network. We want each Livepeer orchestrator to have a different embodied agent, which we can tokenize. And this, of course, means that that orchestrator, which hosts that agent, even with the AWS path, will be eligible to any kind of incentives or future token allocations we decide on the embodied network launch. So please, guys, if you can't go with the local machine onboarding, please select to go with the AWS cloud. We're looking to onboard as many orchestrators as possible. And for the AWS cloud, of course, because you will not be running the agent, we will on coming week updates will different utilities, so you can actually interact with the agent and change how the agent interacts in the long term. So you are also help the agent be more successful. And this particular job will be cut half from the original one, so you will receive only the 50% if you had selected to run on your local ones. If you select to run on AWS, you will only receive half, and on the next week it will be again halved, so it will be 25% of selecting to run everything in your computer.
Quick question in Discord.
Yes.
Be fine for you. Rick asked, "What GPUs are you looking for?"
So we have tested with with both one GPU and two different GPUs. I was running one 25080s. Frank was running 1 second. There are different GPU configurations. If you have a single GPU, if you have a 5090 of 32 gigabytes of VRAM, this is the best option. We can be flexible and work with other configurations, especially right now because it's start, but the limit of 32 gigabytes VRAM is important to have any agent utility running properly.
Follow-up question: Dual 3090s, will those work?
Sorry?
Oh, never mind. He said okay. Yeah.
3090, I think 3090 has 16 gigabyte of VRAM.
Sorry, he said dual 3090. So yes, it would work.
I think it will probably work, but I have to check it out. If you have any configuration, you are not sure if it's running, just post on the Livepeer channels, and we're able to verify. Uh, we have made two different GPUs work before during the testing, so it will be no problem. But of course, ideally, the the best configuration is the 5090. Um, okay, so this is the onboarding options. This is the pricing of the onboarding options, and this is also the reason that why we're doing the AWS option. We are, and I want you guys to remember that we're looking on giving you the ability to interact with the agents and being able to coach the agents if you want. So this is not obligatory. And if your agent receives better P&L, you will get better reward. If you interact with the agent, you will also receive better rewards. We haven't fleshed out fully how bigger the rewards will be, but this is the thinking. So next slide, please. So the launch will be done on Friday. The time that we spoke about with Anne, it's 2 p.m. GMT plus 2 time zone. So what we'll do is we will showcase live both onboarding paths, and we will have ready two distinct YouTube videos, so you can also use later after the onboarding event to onboard. The onboard will be automatic. Previous orchestrators um, which uh, uh, which were in the closed alpha incentives know that they had to select a, a job title and put it on the Docker compose, and we had to know it as well. This time we are 99% going to do it full automatically, so you will go to your Docker compose. You will follow the instructions on this repo, which are not published yet. They will be published tomorrow, and you will be able, our central manager will be automatically able to get that name and start distributing calls. Uh, and so this is the update. I hope that you guys liked it. If the jobs continue and being a success, we will look forward to doing a proposal only for incentives distribution. The current incentives distribution that came from the separation with the agent SP. We have all the accounting and dedicated blockchain account which holds those incentives, and we will publish at the end the full accounting for everyone to see. And if anyone is interested, I can show you the blockchain addresses right now so they can test. So these are the news. Thank you very much for
Thank you,
supporting us and for making our work possible.
Amazing. Yeah. Great job. Super excited for the Embody launch. Super excited you're onboarding the orchestrators. So yeah, everyone scan this QR code, and I will be posting the event probably later today or tomorrow, depending. So yeah, welcome up, winner. Our Steak. Hello, hello.
Hello, good evening. Can I go on? Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks everyone. My name is Rina, and so far I've been working on the project License Stake. A couple of you might have come across it on the forum post and also on the treasury proposal. So I've gotten a couple of updates from the feedbacks from the community, and today I'll be diving into those feedbacks to address some concerns that have come up once and again. So let's see the next slide, please. So one of the issues that one of the concerns that have come up regularly, it's about custody and wallet. Okay, so I made a flow of how it actually works, so I can address how this works for everybody. So basically, how this operates is when the user signs in on Lysa, their account is being created. Like a wallet is being created for them using Privy, and Privy currently powers wallet integration for many blockchain protocols like Pump.phone and the rest. So once the user account is created, the wallet account is created for them, you are able to now access the orchestrator layer where they can choose an orchestrator to delegate to. And once they do that, that fires an on-ramp widget that allows them to complete the KYC process for maximum security and also to be able to deposit the fiat. So the on-ramp there serves to onboard and convert the fiat deposits to LPT tokens. So the LPT tokens are now being converted to like the fiat deposits are converted to LPT tokens and being delegated on chain. So let's see the next slide. Next slide. Next slide, please. And also, this is how the withdrawal works. So when a user has done the delegating on and wants to withdraw their tokens or their rewards, the user simply clicks on delegate, which fires an onboard event that after the 7 days lock period has been elapsed, the funds are now available for withdrawal. And once the user clicks withdraw, the on-ramp widget is fired again, and the withdrawal is converted from LPT tokens back to fiat deposits and sent to their bank accounts they provided. So I'm actually demonstrating this now to instruct, like to reinstate that we actually do not have custody of any of the user's funds. So all the funds are passed directly from the user through on-ramp to orchestrators, and also for withdrawals, it's passed from the orchestrators through on-ramp widgets and back to the account. So let's see the next slide, please. So these are the key flows involved in the entire process. So PDVJ serves as a wallet provisioning and management system that ensures the wallets and the user keys are well protected and secured. Then also you have the on-ramp money that serves as our on-ramp and off-ramp provider that converts from the user's fiat to LPT and from LPT back to fiat. And finally, you have the LISA core that handles the smart contract logic for both onboarding and bonding events. That's delegating to orchestrators and undelegating. So that's it for our custody and wallet management. Let's see the next slide, please. And also, one other common concerns that have been raised frequently has been about volatility, yield projection, and user educations. So it's very much important for the users to understand what they're participating in. And since our target audience are actually non-crypto people, so it's very important to educate them about how this works. So one of the ways we've actually gone about this is to introduce yield tiers. Okay, so there'll be stable yield tiers and also be high yield tiers. So for the stable yield, we'll be integrating with Perena that offer a stable coin yield. So users can be sure that their principals will stay stable no matter what happens. So this is an entry level for those that don't want to like actually risk their capital through a higher reward earnings. And also you have the higher ones that will involve LPT. So we actually envision LISA as a full suite of crypto earning yields. So we begin first with Livepeer delegation, but potentially it could cover other chains and other yield products. So as you can see, we added images for Solana and Polkadot. So the perennial yields we offer will serve for users that don't want high or potentially risky investments. So we use that for the perennial stable yields, and also for the higher yields, we use LPT and other delegation chains. So let's see the next slide. Next slide, please. Yeah, and also in order to educate the user sufficiently about what they are participating in, we'll also be integrating following Ugly Cash's example, we'll be integrating an in-app curriculum and educational videos. So these are mandatory curriculum that users must cover before the accessing of the e-products on LISA. So once a user is onboarded on our platform, you have to go through a necessary and required curriculum so they understand everything about how staking works, how crypto volatility works, how like withdrawal and orchestrator dynamics and reward calls works. So once they've completed this curriculum, they are now well versed about what they're participating in before they can now be able to access the yield products on LISA. Next slide, please. So and also one of the concerns that was raised by Adviri, shout out to Viris for raising that wonderful concern. So he mentioned some liability concerns for Livepeer. So in order to offset that, we'll be communicating clearly that LISA is independent from Livepeer and is not the official staking platform. So Livepeer has the official staking platform, which is a native explorer. So we make that clear in our communication that we are independent from Livepeer and we are only just a staking provider, similar to platforms like Tenderize, DeFi Prime, staking rewards. And also we'll be offering not just Livepeer dedication yields alone, we'll also be integrating other chains to make it a more vast yield offerings. So we are not just tying it to Livepeer specifically, even though it will begin with Livepeer dedication, but we extend other chains to make it more robust. Next slide, please. And also finally, be making it an opt-in choice for orchestrators. So rather than listing all the orchestrators available on Livepeer at the beginning stage, which is our pilot stage, we'll be making it possible for orchestrators to decide whether to be active on LISA or otherwise. So orchestrators can choose to be listed on LISA or not. So we'll be reaching out to a couple of orchestrators, and for the beginning phase, we are targeting probably a couple of up to 5 to 10 orchestrators for a start. So we reach out to orchestrators to know those that are interested to be active on LISA as a beginning phase. So that will be a choice that will be possible for orchestrators to choose, either to be active on LISA or otherwise. Next slide, please. And finally, another concern that's come up regularly has been about legal and regulatory concerns. So I'd love to mention that legal regulations is different for different places. And I understand the concern of the community, probably because most of them are based in the EU regions and the UK regions. So there's a different regulatory environment for every region. And for our beginning phase, we are starting in Africa that has quite a freer regulatory landscape. So the regulatory requirements in Africa is quite relaxed, different from the EU regions and the UK regions. And financial products here have more relaxed regulatory and legal requirements. So I added some examples of some platforms already operating in this region and also what they've done so far. So we have Solana backing these platforms I listed here, Nectarfy, and also Leap Protocol. So the combined have processed a total of 6.115 million in volume so far, and this has been just a couple of months they launched around this region. So the region actually allows for such services, and there is relaxed requirements for this place. I thought to include this to mention that there are different requirements for different regions. Next slide, please. Yeah, so I'll be including this in a FAA frequently asked question and posting it on the Discord channel and also probably on the forum. So anyone can actually go through this and read and understand more. And I'm also available on the Discord for maybe any further questions and also on Discord. So I wanted to address some concerns that have come up once and again about legal requirements, volatility and user education, and also our custody and wallet management. So I hope this addresses some concerns, and I'll also be available to address further concerns if there are. Thank you so much, everyone.
Amazing. Great job, Winner. Good question from my end is that, are you going to be posting a new proposal, or would you like people to vote based on what you said today? So could you give people some insights there as many orgs are watching?
Okay. Yeah, so currently our proposal is currently live alongside the Foundation SP, Transformation SP. So I'll encourage everyone to go to the Treasury and vote on those proposals. But what I'll do is I'll add these new details now to the forum. Probably I'll make a new forum post about the new details I just mentioned. And also I'll post a link on the Discord group, the governance channel, to this new information. So we won't like a situation whereby the voters will require to come out again to vote for LISA proposal when this one has already elapsed. So we encourage anyone to vote on this now, but based on this new information. So I'll make sure to share this so everyone is aware of the new details I just shared today.
Amazing. Awesome. Well, thank you, Winner. Again, I'm super excited about this initiative. I think, having a stronger presence in Africa in general, but West Africa in specific is a really important move for us. I see that there's going to be continued adoption in Africa, and Africa is, a huge economy. So I think, getting more involved through this effort will serve us. Skip to the end, Lizzie, for the slides. Perfect. Well, thank you everybody for joining. Again, this is a call if people are interested in real-time video AI, which is what Inc. is currently working on over at Daydream. If you're a builder, want to play around with real-time video AI, there's an API over at Daydream, so scan this QR code. Next slide. And if you were interested in anything that was said here, you generated some ideas. We're really, with the Transformation SP, expanding our efforts here at Livepeer and for the community. If the Transformation SP passes, which is on track to do, there's going to be a ton of funds unlocked for the community to build on the various pillars that were outlined in the proposal. So I would highly encourage everybody to join the Discord, look at that proposal, see what the different pillars are, where you might be able to create an RFP. In addition, of course, we're starting to look towards improving the delegator count on network, improving fees on network, improving participation on network, activating our token holders. So definitely join our Discord if any of that sounds interesting to you. Tap in with us. If you have ideas, we want to hear those as well. So again, thank you so much. And welcome, Lizzie, to the Livepeer Foundation. Super great to have you, and thank you for helping me out today with Fireside. But that will be it, guys. So thank you so much for joining, and we will see you next time. Bye, y'all.